sleep with all these heartaches. If I could only shut my mind out, I would be so happy. Why do I feel so down? Can't stop thinking that I'm just a part now, that everybody's fake in my own town, even though I know it ain't true. But I can't stop feeling so blue, so blue, so blue. I wanna get away, get away. Oh, take me away from here. Is there a point in chasing? Happiness doesn't last long. I just want to say I made it this far in life, doing the things that I like, believe that the future is bright. All these thoughts are floating in my mind, but why do I feel so down? Can't stop thinking that I'm just a poor clown, that everybody's fake in my own town, even though I know it ain't true. But I can't stop feeling so blue, so blue, so blue. But I can't stop feeling so blue. So take me away from here. From here, from here, from here, from here, from here. Just take my hand and bring me away. Just take my hand and bring me away.
Good morning, everyone. A little bit delayed, but welcome to another morning with Dylan Russell. I am hanging out, just chilling a little bit, was doing a bit of AFK. Other than that, not much to report for the week. Good morning, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. When I shut down Minecraft last week, that was it. I just needed a mental break. Doing a little bit of Minecraft, off and on the weekend, but we were just doing like chicken, so it's nothing exciting, right? But today we're back. We're going to do a bit more, just a bit more go with the flow, see how things work. Oh, and this is jammed. That's okay. AFK does that. The reason the system doesn't just keep on working is actually because I've done this. So what I've got going on here, I think I mentioned this last week, is that when one... You stop it, chicken? When one egg gets in there, it triggers the system twice. So by it triggering twice, then you can hear it, is we can actually go through more eggs than we need to, right? So it actually gets me a little bit more productivity at the other end. But the problem is it needs to be babysat, because if it gets jammed, then you get no eggs through. So, it's a bit of a hit or miss kind of system. And I know people have said, well, why not just change this upper thing to a lava block? I've found with personal experience that I was getting far less actual chicken out of it. I guess just my pure luck that the loss of the quantity of chicken was notable. So, yeah, we're just chucking it in there. I've got a bed. Other than just heading right over to the the build that I was working on, I can't think of anything else I need to do. at base. I'll probably figure it out later, but yeah. And apparently it looks like I would have crashed into stuff because things didn't res. That's not good news. I think it's just because I managed to, or tried to fly over while we had someone coming onto the server. Yeah, there we go, that's better. This side of the river is better. Alright, so it looks like we've got two different things going on, and we definitely do. We've got an old design and a new design sort of trying to be in harmony, and they're not quite ready yet. So let's just see if I can get the reference picture on the screen. I'll try and pick as few as possible. You might see a bit of flippity floppity. Thank you, Fantastic Sherlock Fox, I appreciate that. Do you want the aerial side today? No, let's go with the front. So that's the current aim for what we're trying to do here. Let's just see, can I get my real one? Apparently not. Come on, photos. No, I want my photos, please. Thank you. I have two different photos I'm using as references. One's a sketch and one's a the photo you guys are seeing. And I wanted to just see, make sure that we are on the same page. So you can see we're starting to make some progress. The top window could be double high, but because I can't actually put glass in it at a double height, then I'm not fully sure if I really wanted to do that, because I'd have to do extra wide double inverted stairs and stuff. And also the building gets super tall. But we'll see. Ow! Apparently I just crashed into things for fun today. That's okay. Looks like I need more coffee. So, given that, we're going to give everybody a hydrate.
2, 4, 6, 8, everybody hydrate!
Oops, and it might help if I actually open my coffee. Yum. Bit odd, but I think it's just I must have left something in there last week. They just didn't quite want to cooperate. So apparently I've consumed a total of 0 ounces of coffee this stream. I don't know how that worked. I think my count up, count down thing is a little too aggressive. That's possible. We'll see if I get any coffee in according to the system. Okay, I torn down the doors because a lot of this is not going to stay. Magic coffee. Well, some days it feels like it. It comes and then it goes. Okay. So you can see from that front picture, we don't actually have a whole lot of the building remaining in real life. It actually grows taller on the corners, with apparently what looks like fire damage. Interesting. Whereas the historical look of it actually had more, like they didn't actually have those tips coming up on the corners. So it's interesting that those are quite as dark as they are. But I'm not going to go with that one, actually. I'm going to switch you guys photos. Do I have the... Yeah, we're going to go with this one instead. So I'll move that one over. Come on, that picture. And there we go. Too many different layers. So that's a bit more of what we're working with. Then we've got the side buildings in view as well. I'm just going to cut part of this out for you guys so that you don't have to see quite as much of it for now. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Come on, photo. There we go. Chop up a little bit. Right. And let's see if I can make this box a little bit more. Oh, it's not. That's okay. We're stuck with it. It'll work. Alright, so that's what we're looking at. And as you can see from the sketch photo, that there is definitely more to the sides on that one. So we're going to go with what we've got up top. It looks kind of like it, so I'm going to stick with that. But it's got a clearer separation in the side, so I'm going to try and switch all of this flat stuff, see if we can get brick slabs. You know, fussiness on detail. Ow. Okay, well apparently I'm flying into things today. Let's see. First off, where did I put my bricks? Huh. Must have left a project box on the other side. Gotta take a quick look and see. Probably worth it in the end. Aha. Yes, that would be a project box. There we go. Alright. Hear the egg machine doing its thing? Nope. Okay, we've got... Can we make slabs? I'm just curious. We can. Stone brick slabs. Alrighty. So that's what we're going to do at the other side. You're kidding me. Uh-oh. Well, that's interesting. Alrighty. Yeah, I was gonna quickly explain to Creef. Flew into the ground too fast. No worries. I just have to travel back from spawn. Well, live and learn. That's okay. It happens. Wrong direction. Let's see, how are we doing? Hasn't moved, that's okay. And I can go this way. One of those while I was here. Yeah, okay. There's plenty of eggs. So I can always come by and steal those, but I don't have a need to right now. I wasn't intending to originally go check my mail, but it's one of those, you know, while you're here, you might as well. Actually, I prefer the stairs anyways. There we go. Nope, no mail. FS Fox needs mail. Okay. Nope, nothing I need there. Let's get home. Flip lever to summon elevator. Okay, sure. Ah! I'm assuming I stand here and then press button. I feel like I'm kind of getting chewed up when I do that. End loot, a diamond apiece. Oh, okay. Yeah. 5 totems for a diamond. You know, that's actually relatively tempting. But I'd be going through them far too fast. I guess we got ourselves a little train ride, something somewhat scenic. Wolfen Delenn. This way. Now the interesting part will be, how do I intend to get across the river quick enough to retrieve my gear? That's actually going to be quite a problem. So I'll have to try and, I don't know, speed bridge with some dirt. Because some of the stuff over there I do not have spares for. But you'll know if, oops. You'll know if the title, here let's just shut this down for now. Live references. If the title suddenly becomes Recovering from Stupidity or something like that, then you'll know that I've lost all my gear. Yeah, how's that? And if I actually hit the right button, there we go. Oopsie daisy. Maybe I should build myself a crash pad. That's it, fill the whole court with wool until I get everything back. I don't know. Well, we'll find out. Okay, nope, not that. I need... Nope. Nope. No, that's not what I want. Dirt. Sure. I have a dirt this way. Let's take 2 just in case if they're small. And run. Oh, that's not gonna do it. So, in case anybody was curious, the plan right after the Monastery Abbey thing was to work on a medieval bridge to get across here. We'll find out whether or not that project happens to put the Abbey on hold and just keep on going. Because, yeah, this is kind of dumb. Okay. That's probably the shortest that way. Can I bridge the heck out of things this way? Come on back. There we go. Back. Hey, keep going. I'm watching the clock here as well in the corner, and it's like 6:15, so we're pushing mob time too. It usually lets me sleep at about 35 after. Perfect. Okay, we made it. That didn't take as long as I had thought. That looks like everything? Alright. Let's see. This one. Oops. Pursued by the totems. Well, see, the thing is, I know I've said this before, but I'm not carrying a whole lot of diamonds, and even if I did make use of the volunteered source of diamonds, I would feel that I hadn't legit earned it, so I'd feel even worse if I actually had to pop a totem. But you guys make a good point. I mean, half the time I don't even use my offhand anyways. So, yeah. Okay. Got a few spots where things belong. Next thing I know, and please don't make this happen, but next thing I know, 9 chances out of 10, I'll be like, I'll turn around and there'll be totems sitting in my mailbox. Just as a, hey, stupid! Use your brain! Okay. So, let's get back to actual work. Yeah, maybe I should actually say this. Got all of my stuff. There we go. It doesn't make any sense, but okay. So, yeah. Guess I could take a picture with everything splattered all over the place. Okay. Why not? Let's back me up. This way, we'll just free cam it. Does free cam show the thing? Find out in a second. Yep. But oh, it's measuring from where the free cam is. That's hilarious. That's good. Okay, so we're going to take off that. Oh, no, it doesn't work. There we go. Okay. So now we have a picture for the silliness for posterity. And I can now make it go away. Delete. Delete. There we go. I can pretend it didn't happen, right? Right? Now I have a respawn point. That's the important part. Let's see. All right. So what I was looking for originally was I wanted to make a bunch of slabs that go on the front. Let's take these. Oh, nice. They don't let me do that. That's interesting. Well, I don't need a ton of them. There we go. That's good. All right. Totems are probably better. I wouldn't mind at some point maybe talking to someone who's totem texture pack specialist and either getting something themed or just making the totem very, very small. One of the reasons I don't carry a totem is like even this one with the lower shield piece. So like it's actually there's a tweak in here to make it smaller, but it still seems to be very in the way. You know, like torches are not bad. You can see a lot of stuff past them. That's part of why I don't normally carry totems and stuff, because they're just in the way. All right. Yeah, okay, putting the sketch back on for just a second here. Where do references go? This one. Don't scroll when you're trying to click. There we go. All right. It's in the way, but hey, we got it. So you guys probably can't see all that well, but the main building has that section that's a little wider across the top. Now, for our purposes, I wanted this one. Oh, camera 2, right. I wanted to... There we go. So for our purposes, we can look at having all of this section in here. Well, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. What do we hear? Anyway, for those of you that just want to say, you know, that prefer to follow and then go into lurk mode, enjoy. You know, feel free to take as long as you need. So anyways, I'm just going to actually, rather than worrying about the extra layer with stairs and stuff, I fought that last season. It's got a nice little lip, but I actually can't really replicate that in Minecraft scale. It just doesn't work very well. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to just turn this whole angle into the bricks, slabs and squares and stuff. And then we'll just go with that. And this bit right in here, I think I might just turn regular stone to help emphasize that angle a bit more. So yeah, that's where I'm at. And literally, I'm at the backside. So I need to try and figure out how do I've got the wings, but I was like, can I do this without falling on things? Nope, that'd be a negatory. All right. That's okay. That's why I brought the scaffolding. Or should we call it the cheater blocks? Yeah. Boom. So, hey, Kartik, pleased to meet you. What was I doing? Oh, right. I was also taking down those blocks. I should probably stop cheating on the creeper sounds. I had forgotten to put my game into hearing it only through OBS, so I was getting a weird little echo, which is fine for most of the time. I tend to turn it off usually, but it's actually also a giveaway on the sounds, because if the sounds sound like you've only got one layer of creeper in the room, and you're getting duplication, or your regular setup is supposed to be duplication at that point, then it's a bit of a giveaway. Okay, so let's take out this one, and then block. This is slab block, okay, which means I want it the other way around. Ah, yes, sorry. That would be really nice if I actually explained that to people, wouldn't it? All right, give me one quick second to get this one in, and then I can easily explain that. All right, so, That was F5, not F4. Let's just do a real quick... Not that one. F5 again. And we will walk into things, apparently. We're just gonna bang head on the wall. Okay. So, F4. There we go. This is a monastery or abbey. I built part of it, most of it actually, and then decided it didn't look enough like the reference that I wanted to go with. So we're slowly converting this one to be more realistic to the location I'm working with. So the sketch you're seeing on screen, oops, and the sketch actually has to go over my head. So give me a quick sec. I forgot about that because it's messing with the announcement of songs, which we cannot do. And this is going to block Geek Out for those of you that are interested. And can I get... Let's be a bit short. Oop. Maybe? Maybe. There we go. That'll do. All right. So basically, we're building a monastery abbey. My theme this year is the Brother Cadfael Chronicles, which is a mystery novel series, but they're based on a real place in England known as Shrewsbury, in the medieval period. The thing about it, or the challenge with the whole thing, is that although the church, so more or less this sort of cross-shaped portion, still exists, the rest of it does not. The rest of this monastery does not. So it means that we can take some artistic license, because nobody really knows what that one looked like. There's some serious guesses, but nobody really knows. So I'm working with a sketch based on the look of, where's the Abbey sketch map? There we go. So this is a zoomed in portion of a sketch that people have thought what the Abbey in the books would look like. So I'm sort of crossing it by changing the front up a little bit to make it more like what the place is like in real life. And then we're going to simplify some of the rest of the buildings to look a little bit more rectangular like this. Then we've got outbuildings and such to build to go with that. I'm saying like this and like this and like this, and then it's not helping you guys at all because you're not seeing my mouse on that screen, so it's not going to help. But that's what we're going with. So I'll give you a quick area. Oops. Did I turn that one off by mistake? Give me a sec. Sketch map. Thank you. Back to this screen. There we go. Can I fly? Please move the camera. All right. So I'm going to try and orient somewhat like the sketch. You can sort of see what we're working with here. So that's the base buildings. We've got a bit of work to do to change it up. There's not a ton. There's not a ton. And some features I'll just keep. Like these little gray things, there's no harm. Because the book doesn't reference them, we don't need them. But on the other hand, if that's what was in the previous design, sure. Which is, the design I built originally is based off of another real place in England called Kirkstall Abbey. So that's where I'm just taking it from there and then translating it to the other location. So yeah, there's a bit of work to do. That's what I'm working on. I'm glad to see that new people are kind of interested in whatever it is I'm up to. In terms of, where's the other cute button? Wrong screen. No, there we go. This one. So I am a mom, and I like to play lots of chilled out games like Minecraft and a few other sort of relaxing ones along the lines of like Planet Zoo and Cities Skylines and those sorts of management games. But I'm only streaming Minecraft because that's the one I want to share with people. The other ones I can get lost in perfectly fine on my own. But Minecraft is one of those ones that I like to play while I, what's the word? I would say show off. That's not what I'm looking for. While I share it with others. So if people are interested in seeing what I'm up to or, enjoying some of the builds, then that's all she really cared about. And I need to pull up this piece. But yeah. Need this one, and that needs to change. And I need this one to change. I tend to stream mostly while my kids are in school. At least that's how it started. That was the excuse when I started. But now I stream kind of whenever I feel like it, I guess. Actually, that's not quite true. The kids, in the evenings, they often get some electronics time. And through experience, we have learned that they don't always want to hang out and play with mom. So, of course, they don't always want to hang out and play with mom. So, that's when I figured out, okay, well, then I can stream in the evenings as well some days of the week. Outside of streaming, I am a scout leader in Canada. So I lead for the youth cub section and for the scout section. I'm just trying to decide if that there's a block right up in the center. Just, I don't know if you can see my crosshairs, but it's right under there. And it's a regular stone. I'm trying to decide if I need to change that to bricks. And I think the answer is yes. Anyway, let's sleep and see if I can do this without crashing into everything. Because apparently I've already died once today. And the answer is no, but at least I didn't die. So outside of that, I leave for 2 different scouting sections, which doesn't necessarily mean I'm ultra outdoorsy. It means I'm trying. That when my years and years ago, I did the whole youth thing as a Girl Guide, and then scouting back then was not co-ed, meaning that they didn't have both girls and boys together. Now that they do, I put both my kids in the scouting program, but the kicker was that the year I joined, they needed leaders. And of course, me having been in a youth program, thought, oh yeah, well, this is fantastic. That means I get to take part in the scouting journey with them. This is great. It has its pros and cons. But, so that keeps our family schedule quite busy. Okay, so let's try this. That's probably better. Okay, so this will look better, and then, what am I looking at? Depending on whether this comes off, it's a slab or a block. Okay. So this is actually Dadcraft73's server. He's a content creator. Yeah, it's a slab. Okay. He's a content creator on both YouTube and on Twitch. So I mean, if you're not familiar with his material, please do check it out. He's actually quite good. And he put together 3 servers for his Patreon members, and supporters. So we could all play. And there's a vanilla Java server. There's a what do you call it? A Java modded server, so like mod packs. And then there's also a Bedrock server. Yes, exactly. And I don't know why the no data was returned part. But, yeah, so if you mouse over any of those, probably, oh, yeah, it's okay. It's probably because the YouTube one comes second and it doesn't return data, so I'll have to fix that, but that's okay. But yeah, he's a pretty cool creator, and so his Patreon members got to play on the servers. Now, this is actually his Java vanilla server, but I'm one of the player types that enjoys using quality of life mods. There we go. So I like using, oops, and I can take off. Apologies, guys, I didn't mean to have two maps on here. I can take off that. There we go. But I use a lot of quality of life mods, partly because I get lost, but actually the mapping is not mostly for getting lost. I have a bad habit of ending up dead, so one of these days when I get gutsy, I've actually been considering trying a very basic hardcore world, solo, without maps at least. We may have still some of the other quality of life mods, but things like maps wouldn't be there. And that way we could actually have it be less obvious, I guess, maybe? Yeah. Okay, I'm just looking at this wall and thinking about the pictures that you see below. Oh, and I didn't realize that there's kind of, oh, I see, there's little statuette areas, okay. So right up where I've got the stairs, I can put little statuettes up there. And obviously we don't have any space to do so at the moment, but I could easily just put a couple of armor stands up there. That might be kind of cool, with like maybe some iron armor on there. But I'm trying to somewhat match the pictures. So anyway, that's the long and the short of it. I stream, well, usually about 5 days a week, so twice on Tuesdays, twice on Wednesdays, and once on Thursdays. For me, it's morning and afternoon, but most people could calculate their Twitch by Eastern time zone, in which case it's like midday, lunch hour, and then just post people's dinner. Okay. It's interesting, in the earlier photo, the angle is almost perfectly straight, like the sketch that you guys are seeing, but the today photo has, this one, has a stepped pattern, which works better for Minecraft, so it's kind of interesting how that worked out. It's kind of funny because you don't often see that in modern architecture. You can also see that the building has been altered several times, like in later years, compared to the sketch you see on screen, the two smaller windows lower down on either side of the large window are, like in the earlier sketch, the windows are clearly very, very different. I don't know why, but it seems like all four of them around that end are different. And then it looks like in later years during restoration, somebody decided that was not appropriate and they balanced it off. And they also took out, when it was just a church, they took out the second door, which I think I'm going to end up putting back in and or keeping because there's a monastery reason for it. Good morning, or hello, Tis for Truth. Good day. I keep forgetting what time zone you're in. It's morning for me. There we go. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. All right. So, that's the long and the short of it. Let's see. I am looking up a sketch. It's sort of a two-step in the sketch and a two-step in reality, so I should probably actually just bring this one out one more. And that would be enough to make me happy. Because it's all... I vertically squashed it just because Minecraft is strange in its scale. Okay. Now the next question is, if I do go up, how much do I go up? About halfway, maybe? So that would be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 would do it. Alright. Been pretty good. Way less stressful than on Monday. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, this feels like Monday for me, but that's just because I don't stream on Mondays. Oh, fiddle. I forgot about this. You know, I like Minecraft to bits. Probably more than I should. And yet, there are days where I kind of wish that certain things would happen. Like, I like that they have full blocks you can do things with. But sometimes I would like to see them allow things like, hey, can we put 2 different slabs in the same 1 block space? It's 1 block total, you know, but if wishes were horses and all that. Too tall. Take it down 1. There we go. I had somebody last week talking about, like in one of the streams I was watching, they were talking about FreeCam being all cheaty McCheaterson, and they don't like using it, but then they didn't realize that you could actually there's a setting in here that you can actually tell it to be block collision, so you basically have your separate camera doing your free flying business, but you can tell it, no, you cannot just go right through walls. So there's a setting to be able to enable that. When I'm doing builds, I don't mind, and I do go through the ground, but how you use it is all up to you. So I've shown things that I've done underground, but I do not use it for X-ray purposes. That was the kind of concern that this other player had, was that they were using it or they were concerned about the X-ray purposes. And it's like, no, if you put the collision part on, you can't get through the ground or anything else. So that's kind of nice. I think I can take this down 1 more, because I'm gonna have to come down 1 more on that one when I put in the armor stands. Oops, no, I wanted this one. There we go. Yep. That'll do, I think. Because of the whole squashing effect. Alright. And then I can put a slab down on this bit. Which of course I have to change the block beside me. You know, all that fussy stuff. Glenn's picky today. No, I don't want to reload. I still keep needing to move that shader's reload button, and I never remember. Okay, let's move this so I'm not dealing with wood. There we go. Let's try one more time. Snap. Yeah, I think that'll work because this part's going to change anyway. It feels like it shouldn't. Nope, I don't like that after all. 1, 2, it's got to be at least 3. 1, 2. I'm a little picky on these sorts of things, but I was really happy with the way my church turned out last year, and I was going to, it was a totally different location, and I was going to just cheat and use that one, but then I would have had to do an awful lot more conversion, because last year's cathedral didn't look, or last season's cathedral didn't look like this location enough. Okay, there we go. Yep, happy enough with that. All right. So now I need to try and copy this. Let's see, we've got, that part's high. So we've got 3, and then at the bottom of the stairs, it just starts going. Okay, I think I can do this. It's like a, you know, little engine that could. I think I can. First off, though, let's not die. That would be a good plan. Come on. There we go. Much better. What did they say? 3rd time's the charm? So, Tiz, you missed that I started out the stream by coming in too hot down here, and I crashed. It's just right over there. And it splattered everything all over the place. And something was sideways about my respawn point, so I didn't come back here. I came back at spawn. So it was, yeah, just a short run back. So it felt kind of silly. Oh. Still done. Go get yourself trapped. That's a good one. Sometimes it works better to act like I don't have wings. Let's see if we can get over to the other side. All right. Now the goal for the moment is to try and make this side look a lot like the other side. As much as we can anyways. I should have brought the dirt. Ooh. So this one will be 3 up. 1, 2, 3, and then the stairs. Now, let's see, it's up to this. 1, 2, 3. Oops, that's wrong. All right. It's F1. Where did that one go? I guess that one's apparently on a per session basis. I thought that was going to save, but it doesn't. Okay. So this one needs to come down quite a lot. Let's see. So level with those black stairs, then down 1. And yeah. Okay. I think I can do that. I think. Take this out and see what we can get. And then down 1 I said, right? There we go. So, the elytra should come. Elytra should be a safety parachute. I just don't use them properly. I mean, in all honesty, even with real parachutes in real life, if you come down too hard, oops, I want this one. Even if you come down too hard in real life, you can definitely get yourself killed. Oh, you'll be fine, Sherlock. Definitely. It takes a while figuring it out. You can get it for sure. it was a big deal for me to learn, as Fantastic Shock Fox and most of the crew here are well aware. I had played a bunch of modded and stuff where I used gliders and things, but I'd never actually used Elytra, like not even in creative for fun. So yeah, it was an interesting learning experience, I'll give it that. Of course, everybody's like, oh, she knows exactly what she's doing. I just really had never taken off with a rocket before. Like, I'd used mods that had the slime sling that shoots you way up in the sky and then a glider. So, I mean, it's pretty much the same deal. But when I tried it with Elytra, I was doing fine, and it's like, oh yeah, this is the big deal. She's learning to fly this stream. And then just towards the end of the stream, I went kersplat and ended up in my what do you call it? In my lava farm. So yeah, that was not actually inside the lava section for my stone generator. So that was not pleasant. Okay. Let's take out these. This one and this one. Let's get that one. They're trying to sort of make it match the other side. And F2. Yeah, that should do the trick. Okay. So that needs to be, oops, R2. Oh, I keep making a decision, then I forget what the decision is promptly, like 10 seconds later. It's not even great. Okay, this one needs to be brick. And then let's not fall off here. Then 2 stone. And then 2. So from where I'm standing, it needs to go down by slabs. I can handle that. So, Tiz, I know you're another builder. What have you been working on recently? I'm curious to know. And where? That's the other thing. Because I always like to know what people are working on and where. Oops. There we go. And this one, down. Brick. We just won't be getting Fantastic Shock Fox to learn flying on stream. That would just be cruel. Learning from scratch on stream just does stink quite a lot. Does that seem to fit? Other than the fact that I've messed up where the various bricks are, yes, it does. This one could probably have... Both of these need the inner one out. But that one needs that brick out there. And under my feet... 1, 2, 1, 2... Nope, I got that right. Just need to readjust the wall then. This is when we can start to tear back the wall. The original version of this wall, oops, F2. The original version of this wall was made 1, 2, yeah, with, sorry, just thinking aloud. How do I do that? That doesn't look right. Was made using a schematic, so from Lightmatica. Oh, right, yes, it does look right, okay. So I quite like that design. It works really well, but then it makes it a little more challenging. Apparently it makes it a little more challenging for Dylan to use her brain and actually get places. Try this. There we go, much better, alright. And this should be the same height. There we go. Alright. As we go around the corner, we actually have more square building to deal with that existed, which does not exist today. So once again, it's a matter of deciding where I want to leave it Kirkstall Abbey style, or whether I want to leave it, switch it more like the sketch of Shrewsbury. And once again, because we're dealing with the inspiration actually being a book series, I have a permit. I can do what I want, but never know what I want to do is the problem. How far back do we do this? There's another thing. As you can see in the sketch there, it had windows. And this one, as you can see very clearly, does not. So down the side of the church is very different. So we'll have some work to do in that respect, I think. Whether or not I want to go that far, I'm not sure yet. But altering, I think, I still think it's saving me work compared to actually building the original from scratch. Alright. Now this one, how much taller is? Just a little bit too much. So yeah, picky details. Yes, the artist. Sorry, I laugh because I don't think of myself as a creative person when I'm doing Minecraft. It's the recreative person, maybe? But I can follow where you're going with that idea. Yeah, it's the balance to strike. And that's the other thing, too. I mean, we talked about it in a previous episode. Yes, I'm a history nerd in that respect. I actually like to be a bit of a historical mystery nerd. I do get a kick out of that. But yeah, it's building something fantastical when there's a chance that people might actually know what it is has always been a pain in the neck. Okay, so looking at the sketch is a little bit taller here, just a bit. So we've got our square blocks to go across, and then probably 1, 2. Well, the other thing that's interesting is because we have people from the UK sort of side of the pond, they actually had the chance to go and see the real place of what's left of it, if that's their, cup of tea. And I'm not one of those people that would actually be... I'd like it to be recognizable, I guess, is probably the way I'm looking at it. Okay. That has a weird little arch at the top. I hate it when they do those, but it makes sense. Okay. So... let's try and not get dead. Ow! Apparently that's not happening today. So if anybody's into British deep history, I highly recommend the television series. It's been around for a while. Television series called Time Team. It used to be on, I think it was Channel 4, and they're posting a bunch of their classic episodes on YouTube, but they're also now supported. They're back and supported by Patreon. Okay, Flyer, you had one job. You had one thing to do, and of all the blocks to fall, yeah. It's called Time Team. Time Team? Yep, they have 2 channels on YouTube. One is like Time Team, and the other one's, or it might be Time Team Official, I'm not sure. And then there's another one is Time Team Classics. But they're now supported by people on Patreon, allowing them to make new episodes. Yep, that's correct. And it's really neat to see them doing digs in Britain, so it's kind of fun to watch. Just recently I watched one with Fantastic Sherlock Fox, and I think I may have told this story, but I'm not sure. But anyways, I watched one with Fantastic Sherlock Fox, so they're digging a location that was in the southwest of England, but more west than southwest, and not that far off. Hey, Creef! Good to see you.
Hello.
Hello. But they were digging a spot that was more, what do you call it? It was in the right time period, I guess, but it was a little bit more north of what I was looking at. Okay, so we've got this one, and I'm going to show you a different sketch for a second here. Or, not that one, this one, Aerial. Aerial side, okay. So, what the building really looks like now is kind of something like this, more or less. So you can see where there's the different pieces I can leave as part of the roof. but it doesn't show me what the opposite aerial side looks like. However, there's not much left of the building, so I'll see what I can find there. Let's see. Any case, I really do enjoy that show, but they were digging a building similar, and I was saying to Fantastic Sherlock Fox, you know, it fits with what I've been talking about story-wise, so lore-wise, so I really had a blast with that particular episode, I guess is where I was going with that whole story. Wrong one, no, it's the same. Okay. Let's take a quick look. And 5. Where is 5? So we're gonna spoil you a little bit. Or not spoil you, but spoil me, I guess, by sharing with you the fact that I have a triple monitor setup. They're not all wide, but I've got two, 1920 by whatevers on either side of what you're seeing now that are gone in portrait orientation, and then the one in the center here, this is one of those, I don't think it's quite 4K, but anyways, it's 20 by whatever, like those big ones. But that's great because I can keep all my junk on the side screens, and then the central focus is what you guys are seeing. So when I'm doing the research, I'm just looking at different pictures for the real place and hoping I can find one of the opposite side of the building, because they all seem to want to take a picture of the same side, and it's probably because that side's very photogenic. But I'd like to see if we have one of the opposite side of the building. And the answer seems to be no, which is weird because I don't know why they would do that. Interesting. I wish I remember who it was that I was talking to that said, oh, I live only about 20 miles from there, because I'd be like, hey, dude, you go give me a picture? I'm kidding. I wouldn't really do that to people. And that's the sort of thing you see. I mean, like, we've got, artist's impression of Shrewsbury, and that's not actually, it's a photo. There's still not much of the building there, so that's not helpful. Yeah, it's like everybody loves that one angle. They just don't seem to like the opposite side of the building, and I just don't get why. Here we go. Yay! Okay. That's interesting. It's kind of a weird warped out picture. You can sort of see the front of the building off to the right. Let's... Can I get this one in a new tab? Redirect. Don't care. Yes. Thank you. I see. Okay, so a lot of the building has been... No, I don't need an ad. Close. Thank you. So a lot of the building we can see up at the top edge has been actually chopped off. So there was more to it at one point, but there isn't now. Interesting. Huh. Okay, I'm going to leave that on my tabs and see if there's anything else in the same vein. Because once again, they're all looking at like the same picture. It's a different time of year. This one. I can see through the tree, though. That's a bonus. Let's see, open that. Yeah. Stop warning me about the redirections. I don't need to know. Come on. Alamy, you drive me crazy some days. I looked for a particular picture for a reason. I opened that one. And you take me somewhere else. Once again, everybody prefers the same side of the building. It's like, where is that one with the sticks? Here's a flip side. Ooh, nice. I like that. So this shows us more of what was left. So they've cut off a lot of the building that used to be there. They still have the front, or the, so from the, there's the tower we were looking at, and as you work your way around the outside, they still have something here, and then some weird extra buildings added there. But then where we saw the big vertical, like from the aerial, coming down as a cross shape up in here, but they've chopped off a lot of it, which is really kind of odd. Yeah. But definitely not going to buy that photo, just leaving it open. image ID 2AXPW2H. Okay, let's duplicate this. Dupe tabs. You can see how I get really a lot of tabs really quickly. Here's the inside. And that's a nice close-up, but it's not what we want. Nice bridge. You can see there's lots of different... Next page. Yeah, well, it's not very helpful. One quick look here, and then we'll go back to actually building. Because this is probably not what anybody signed up for. Stereograph. Huh. So we would have been able to see it 3D. But I will say there's something interesting about this 3D particular photo that I find quite neat. Is you can see with the picket fence that we've got down below that there's been, you know, destruction and people have gone right through the road. This picture, like with the building on the left, I'm just going to bring up one of those references again, and yes, it's going to look weird because it's overlaying things. Where'd the references go? Do references. Shut off this one and put on the aerial photo. Aerial sides, that's the real one. That's the real one. I want that. I want the sketch map. Nope. There we go. Okay, so the sketch map on top. Inner display. There we go. Okay, so now you can see the sketch map over top, and I'll just move. You can see the thing on the right. So that actually would have been just on the little south section of the rectangle. It's a pulpit that would have been on the on the refectory, so the kitchen, not kitchen, sorry, the dining hall. And the assumption, based on what I can find out, sounds like that's where whoever's leading sort of grace for dinner would have stood. But as you can see, they've just got roads that just plow right through it, and that's really all that's left of that part of the building. But it's kind of neat that nobody's actually uprooted it and tried to move it. You can see from the destruction on the side that it's still there. So I just think that's kind of a neat feature. Okay, let's take this back out of the road. Alright, I don't need this one. I said I was going to take one more look, and it's like one more look at whatever it was I was looking for, and I can't seem to find it. That's odd. So now they're bringing in pictures of ruins that have nothing to do with it. Well, that was a bit of a loss. Okay. Nice shot of the pulpit as well. You can also see that there's an interesting, when it was rebuilt, or portions of it rebuilt in the 1800s, you can definitely see that there's a difference in the brick between the original gray, the brick stone style, and then a lot of the rest of it was built in brick and brick and mortar style. I don't think they changed the architecture a ton, other than that window we talked about. Okay, let's quick scroll up. And this one, aha, there's the photo I was looking for. All the trees. All right. So we've got some angles that come out. And I've got a little bit of a rise and a few little buildings. Okay. So I'm not really going to worry a ton about most of that. Excellent. So let's turn off the center display and go back to Minecraft. And I can turn this reference off. And it's nighttime, so my character is probably in a rather dangerous place and liable to get deaded. Seems to be the normal way of things around here. So, Creef, what have you... Yeah, great place to get dead. So, Creef, what have you been up to lately? It's far later in your day than it is in mine. Either that or it's ultra early morning, but I have a feeling you're not up in the middle of the night. Get down here. It's weird. I can talk for what feels like hours when I'm just talking to people. But when I go to stream, for some reason my throat's already dry, and I have no clue why. Makes no logical sense. Okay, so... I'm looking for my references again, but specifically, I don't want that. I want to go back to the sketch drawing that we had, the one that was over my head. Live. Yeah, let's put that back on. There. Okay. I'm headed back over there. Come on, learn to fly. You can see I still need a lot of practice at this whole flying biz. And don't ricochet off the walls. Alright. So we've got some arches I could work with to add those little weird side buildings. But I'm thinking when I go with the sketch that we had before, just quickly do this one. There's no real reference to the side buildings. It's kind of a, it's got this plus shape on it, so I think I'm just not going to bother with those. You keep the Kirkstall Abbey version. It looks cool enough. So really I just need to now artistically decide how I'm going to sort out the fact that I've got a weird tower going on here. How to just chop that all off and make it look nice. So, yeah, that should not be as much of a problem, she says as she goes in. Who knows how this is going to work out? Okay. You guys would probably understand when I tell you that I'm looking forward to this part being done. The adjustments portion is just a pain. It's just because I'm too picky. That's really all it is. Okay. Okay, do I want to... This portion of the tower isn't really there. I may end up actually putting this back in. It just doesn't feel right at this point. Where was I? Sketch. My version of it, or my picture, because it's a little closer. Let's see, okay, so I've got the walls. They come up for something that kind of exists, kind of doesn't, and I don't really know if I need it. You know, I sort of do. There's a bit of a exit at the top, so maybe I'll put in one more door. Okay, so that would be past this corner. One way or the other, I don't need this floor. Alright, Windows time. Yay. Ouch. Oops. This is the side where I'm going to keep the doorway. I think it makes sense for getting in and out, even though the final church didn't have it, because they don't need it. But it doesn't have an arch on it, so let's kill the arch. When it comes to building in Minecraft, I'm never as productive as I'd like to be. that fantastic showing fox is a very, very busy fox. Okay. And that doesn't have a door, so let's take out this altogether. Plain for now. Ow. We do have a window, which I need to figure out. Oops. How did I do that? There we go. Let's fill that in. Now we need to figure out where to put the window. Probably right, just about right in where that vertical stripe is, and take out the horizontal one. It's right up in here where my mouse is kind of floating around. But it goes a lot lower than I expected. So, yeah, really, this part is actually kind of screwed up because it really shouldn't be anymore. Like the window should probably come down here. But that's not going to leave any space for the side windows. And to have a door underneath it on this side, so I need to come down about halfway, maybe, and punch a hole. But I'm going to go with the matching side windows just because I can. Alright. Can I reach it? This has got to go. Love you, Minecraft, but no. Go. Let's go 3 wide, maybe? Okay, by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall, maybe? Let's try that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, 5 in the center. Okay, so let's see how that looks. A little bit too tall. Oh, actually it's not bad. Because it's inspired by it, I can just leave it, so I don't have to worry about the angles. Put it down too low, though. Let's take this and come back up 1. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3. Yep, considering the center window is way up too high, that's actually not bad. Alright. So where am I? Two, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the ground. Okay. So on this side, first off, let's fix this hole. Two, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty. Yep, that looks about right. What I'll probably do is bring down the center by 1 block, like the whole thing, and then that will get us also slightly above the halfway point for the window, and yada yada yada. Like, I still like the top, but I don't have a problem making it 3 blocks tall for the window section up here. Let's bring all of this down by 1. And recess the doors, I think, is another one. I'll probably do the, what do you call it? The trapdoor trick. It's probably easiest, I think. Alright. Some doors are real, some doors are not. Alright. Let's go through. Pardon me. Didn't go splat. Hopping and bouncing works.
Two, four, six, eight. Everybody hydrate.
I don't want to be left alone. Everybody can hydrate for that one. Alright, where are we? Went to the back front door? Yes. So apparently I've had a total of 1 ounce so far this stream. Looks like the first one's a write-off, and then the second one counts up properly. So I have to figure out what I did on the first run of Hydrate that didn't work. Okay. So we'll worry about the side of the building a little bit later. I have panes with me. I do have panes. I can take panes to put in the panes. This is one of those weird situations where connected textures are a disadvantage, not an advantage. Because in this case, it's actually nice to have the non-connected textures because I'm unable to do the fancy window frame elements. But I'm thinking I'll just put in the clear glass for now, and if it starts looking really dumb or people are visiting a lot with connected textures and they just look like a very unexciting window, then I may swap it out a little bit with like light gray and white, just vertical stripes or whatever I wanted for the framing to force it. The differences will make it happen that way. Okay. There's the windows. I have to bring down the center section and tear out this. Bring down the center first. Come on. Not that scaffolding is not my friend, but that it should, in theory, just start with the bottom part. It should, in theory, not be something I just walk off the edge of. Or not. Okay. So then, how do I want to do this? Take a look over there. I'm also asking myself, do I still want the full brick all the way across? I don't need it on those sides now. I have to take that out. Yeah, I do want the full brick. Yeah, I do. Okay. So these are going to be this instead. These, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, it's not going to work well. Oh, there's torches down there. Okay, we're all right. We are all right. So this, come on, that one, window, that one, window, that one, and window. Okay, now the next row. Huh, okay. Might not. Whatever. One. Plain. These will be alternating. Window, 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 and there. And this one, that one, this one. There we go. And this is solid glass all the way across. And 1, 2, 3. Oops, did I want it 3 wide or 4 wide? 3, okay. So this has to come out. And more windows. Oh, that doesn't work. Yes, that works nicely. I just have to fix the bottom corner. Yes, 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 yes. Lovely. Lovely. I like this. Oops, not this one. This corner. Here. And that one. Oh. Oh. My mother is taking a trip to Croatia, so she's texting us about her trip, which is great. It just, you know, time conversions and all don't always match the way you'd like, you know? All right, this one, and then that one should be brick, I think. Try this. Yes, aside from weird things floating out front, that looks good. All right. And these are now too tall, but that's okay. I have to fix them anyways. Ah! So you can see from this, oops, sorry. I had the Abby sketch map on too long. My apologies. So you can see from the sketch you've got there that there's actually a double layer that I should be doing in brick right along the top of the window with a regular stone in between. So I need to get onto that then. And fix the door. The door is going to bug me. Come here, you. Go. Alright, so because the door is going to bother me, but we still want texture, do I have stairs? Oh, actually that's not going to work. I wanted... First thing, the door has to go. Other thing I realized is I can't do spruce for this because if I do spruce, it's going to look all weird when you put a door in it because the spruce, well, actually spruce doors wouldn't be bad. Let's see what I can do. Back to the crafting table. Okay, spruce trapdoors. Get 4 of them, which will get me one side. If I have any more easy access spruce wood kicking around. There, that'll do. Don't need all trapdoors, let's get some regular doors going. There, and then some more trapdoors. 2, 4, 6, I think I need 12. 4, so I got 4 so far. 6, 8, 10, and 12. Okay. Oops. I know which way to fly if I'm going to fly. There we go. And I forgot the stairs while I was there. Huh. Smart. SMRT. So what do we got on the front? Yeah, I think that'll work as long as I bring a couple of stairs out there. Oh, actually, even better. Let's try that many. Ooh. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. Just trying to think up the sides. Okay, and then did I have stairs? I don't remember. We'll figure it out. 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's sleep. Oh, come on. That's a weird angle. I do not know if this is going to work or not. I don't think so, but if I don't try, I won't know, right? Yeah, that's going to look pretty terrible, I think, because they don't connect nicely. So, the point of the example, not the point of the example, point of the test, that's not the right spot anyways, would have been to do something like this, but they don't connect nice. Let's see. Yeah, those really don't connect nice. So walls are not an option for recess, unfortunately. Stinks, but hey, it is what it is. Where'd the stairs go? And I made brick ones. That's not smart. It gets the additional texture, but because you can't... That's the other thing. If Mojang, if you're not going to let us have slabs, maybe give us, like, vertical rotation on things. That would be kind of nice. So since walls don't connect to stuff, like, wouldn't it be nice if you could just, I don't know, for lack of a better term, turn your stairs sideways so we could get recesses? That'd be kind of nice. But because we can't, you know, it takes some fiddling to get it to work. Oh, that's not gonna work because I can't squat on the stairs. I'm lazy. Oops, I'll do it again. There we go. And then we can put on one of the doors. This way, maybe? How's that look? Wow. I don't know. Don't know if I like that. I don't have any dark oak. Let's see, is there any chances? Nope, that'll be spruce. Probably dark oak up here. That's probably my best bet. Just go grab some dark oak. I don't actually have any. Don't know how I don't have any, I just wasn't that organized. Dark oak is what I did for the grand doors on the front of the last church, and I think I like that look a little better, even though it looks rather like a chocolate bar. But you don't really have a whole lot of options in that case. Okay. Let's put the windows away. Because I want to empty out as much as I can that makes sense to go dark oak hunting. Over there, this, slabs, let's put these up here. And you can go bricks, walls, more stuff, just in case, and slabs. Right, where is this one? 1, 2, 3. Oops. Have any spaces? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Put stuff over there. This one. Is there any space over here? Yes. 4. Oh, a little bit more over there. That'll do the trick. Gives me space over here to just dump this and that. Do I have a junk bin? No. Need that for things, and then kitchen breaking. Always use another one. Don't think I need shears. Okay, I should be good. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Tools belong in the toolbox. That would be sensible. Extra torches belong in with the torches, right? That would make sense. Maybe, you know? This way. Alright. Anything else? No. Okay, so that means I can put doors here. We've got space for other stuff over here. Random junk? Sure. Actually, I need those. This. Alright, so I guess we're into choppity chop for the last 15 minutes or so. It's not a big deal, because there'll be plenty of things we can use dark oak for in future. That's assuming that I'm right about dark oak, which I may not be. Okay, good. And I'm not! Haha! Well. Okay. Get down and reassess for a second. Yeah, that's not what I was thinking. Spruce forest. Okay, well, then I know what I will be doing for a while. I'll be checking out. So this will be regular oak down here. That was a hard landing, yes. These are darker than the ones over here. But I didn't think there were dark oak near me. So I need to try and figure out a good place to nick some dark oak. I mean, out the west direction. This way. Somewhere between Spawn and Phoenix's place probably is the best bet. Well, that's dark again, so I don't know if that's the right stuff or not. So, I guess, since that was the plan, north is not very helpful because it's up near Fantastic Shockbox's place. I don't think he has dark oak up there, although he may know better than I do. But now that I have wings, I didn't earlier on, so maybe let's try west and see what we've got. West. Oh, big no-no on my part is to go without my you would know these ones fairly well, Fantastic Shockbox, because they're the ones that are often like 2x2s. There we go. What I'm actually looking for is I need... Uh-oh, that's not going to go well. There we go. Much better. Yeah, I'm going to take that one. If I don't have my ender chest, then when I run out of rockets, I'm in real trouble, right? For example, as I just picked it up, let's get some more rockets out. Just realized I had 3 left. That was not smart. Also not to fly with such low health. That's not smart either. Eat, 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 eat. Definitely. Yeah, that one should have showed up on screen. I don't know. Nom 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 nom. Come on, food. There we go. Anything in here? No. Let's pick that up. And put that back down and throw this in the toolbox. Okay, which direction did I want to go? Looking at the tree types, so we've got the super light one is birch. The medium light would be regular oak. This is probably spruce. Although it looks lighter than these, so there's a chance. And then we'll just see what happens, I guess. West, but it'd probably be west better if I slept. Huh. Did I've got an hour till I can sleep, just darker because of the rain. There we go. Right. There we go. And I keep thinking west is the wrong way. Okay, there we go, this way. I don't really know where I am. Ah, okay, there we go. Ooh. Let's not hit things. That's not a good plan. Because stuff is not rezzing in all that nicely, that's part of why I'm using the bigger mini-map at the moment. Is trying to avoid landing in things. Okay, what is this? Nope, that's spruce again. Keep going. What is this? Different tree type. Whoa! Nope, that's regular oak. Alright. It's not up in a mountain. Death snow was not something I planned for, so... Up. These. Modeled mix. I don't know what that is. I'm at Phoenix's place already. These res. Ooh, okay, I'm up a little high. Whoops. I have to be careful because I can go pretty good splat from here if I don't watch myself. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, of course it. I go right across the snow zone and can't quite see my mini-map with my camera. Or my camera, sorry, my microphone in the way. Okay, I'm gonna bet spruce that we just got over because it's dark. But I cannot see. Oh, see, yes. Ooh. That looks very spruce-ish. Pumpkins, nice. Let's not splat ourselves. Like no, not hoping. Happening? Opening. Okay, I'm gonna try south. Something a little different. Ancient city. Whoa. Okay. What's that? Oh, that's birch. Get more spruce up ahead. Yep, spruce for sure. It's too dark. But we're close to spawn. Because a hidden town? Okay. Nope. Definitely safe. But safe, but apparently not safe all at the same time. How'd you get stuck in there, sir? And there's golems all over. We're fine. What have we got? near CJ's, I see red mushrooms. Red mushrooms tends to mean dark oak. Red mushrooms over here tends to mean dark oak. So I can go northwest of here. There should be some right on the edge of this spruce section. It's looking near me. Is there anything near me I've seen? Near my base? No. Okay, well, probably like in the middle. Who's this? Hobozim. Nice. So I'll go over by Hobozim and Chicken Tendies, more or less, west of them, and see what I can find in where it says Dark Forest as I run my mouse over it. That would have been a smart move if I'd thought about it. You know, take a look at the mini-map at the top and you can see what it's telling you it is. So, I guess we're going for a bit more. Northwest to roughly 393, 725-ish. Yeah. Please fly, thank you. We're headed sort of in the right direction. West of Hobozim, that's a good start. Ah! Jackpot. Woo! Okay. These are the dark oaks. Usually. Now, let's see. Based on Hobozim being nearby, probably would be courtesy for me to work from an edge that's not quite so obvious. I mean, they may be okay with this. I just really need enough to get some saplings is the big key. And they're very kind people. I just don't want to mar the landscape too close to their base. Yeah, I don't want to be down there. No, siree, no thank you. What do we got? So it's not quite close. We got CJ's base is nearby. This one's sort of close to Hobozim's, kind of in the middle of nowhere, so I shouldn't feel too guilty about it. But maybe if I start from the edge near the water, it won't be quite so obvious. Ow? Come on. There we go. So these are what I wanted. And the reason for that is that you can make plenty of things out of dark oak that would work well with the sort of deep stains that were very stereotypical of what people think of with medieval. And even though the trapdoors look like chocolate bars, they should be able to give me the recessed look I'm looking for the doors on the abbey. The exterior ones anyways. The interior ones can be whatever. I'll probably go back to spruce for those just because I like the look. Have a good one, Creef. And enjoy the rest of your day. So, based on what time it is, probably, we're near to saying sleep tight. Alright. And for those of you that are curious, because I have a funny tendency to not end on time, I'm hoping to end relatively on time today. A couple of major reasons for that is that I've got some errands that need to be run in the middle portion of the day. Thank you very much for contributing to the Lego bonus. Yeah, that's one of those I said I would do it this weekend things and didn't get around to. Just an overlay for that. But thank you very much for contributing to that fantastic Sherlock Fox. For those of you that are curious, that is our... Ooh, thanks, Leon. That is our Lego build challenge. So it's the Are You Guys Interested in Seeing Me Build the 12 Grimald Place Lego set on stream. That's really kind of what it comes down to. And this. Jump. Jump. Dark forests are, as they say, dark. Awesome. So that would be an extra stream to the regular schedule. It would not be interrupting one of the regular scheduled streams, just so that people are aware of that, because sometimes. And I just had myself proved wrong. I'd made a comment in Joe's stream the other day about I have never had in my life had an apple from a dark oak tree that I could remember, and now I go and get one. Sometimes I don't get it. Anyway, so yeah, that's the community stream to see whether or not you guys would like me to do a Lego build on stream. It would be one of those end-to-end things where I don't know how long it's going to take. This one's over 1,000 pieces. So I would start at one point and then just keep on going, which also would probably involve a little bit of unintentional ASMR if I got hungry in the middle. Because the length of time that a be right back would work for it does not constitute lunch. It doesn't work that way. Yay! So we are, just giving a quick pause on this one, the community challenge, we are 48%, so about halfway there, and there's 18 days left, so just shy of half, and we have just a little bit over half in the number of days left, so that works out well. Alright, how much wood do I have? Yeah, it's a good start. We've got about 5 more minutes before we need to start finding someone to raid to, so might as well see if I can get one more tree out of this. Oh, and not be dead while I'm at it. In a dark forest, that's not a good plan. Aha! Mystery Sleeper! Works in my favor, I'll take it. Now that I have that as a respawn point, I have to make sure I don't go splat when I come back to the other end. I like these trees because, I mean, not only do they look good, but there's just so much you can get out of them from one tree. I mean, spruce trees are similar in that respect. This one takes 4 saplings to get not just the good sized tree, but to get any tree. Whereas the other ones, like a spruce, you can get a tall, skinny one without doing 4 saplings. And then a 2x2 or whatever. Okay, what have I done to the map? Not much. That's good. Actually, let's see. Let's head north, I guess. Oh, left a block. Shame on me. And of course, because everything is attached to the neighboring trees, it won't despawn, so I have to be careful about this. Because the next thing I know, I'll come through and there'll be like creepers all over the place or something. I must have hit that with my axe, because the axe is Silk Touch, but the rest of these are not. Tempting fate here. I mean, the math says I wouldn't be tempting fate. But you guys know me. I can get dead for all kinds of dumb reasons. That's actually partly why if I did a hardcore world, I would probably be pretty inclined to use my little cheaty map because it shows the mobs coming near you. Just fear factor, and then I can get dead from silly things. So, yeah, that would suck to, death due to flying and you lose your world. It's like, oh man. Because of the way that leaves don't despawn when they're attached to other trees and right up next to other leaves, then I'm just kind of watching my sapling count here. I'm taking the ones I can get. I don't really feel like standing around and wasting a hoe, spending a lot of time chopping things apart when there's no real need to. All right, so we've hit the top of the hour. If anyone has any suggestions of someone live they would like to see, please do let me know. You know, you're welcome to direct the raid. As long as it's somebody that I have a fairly good reason.
Hello there.
It's that's a good question, actually. I've never thought about that. I have never tried to find out. I think it's per stream. Yeah, I think it's per stream, but I've never actually figured that out, because that does make a difference for us. Well, you know, Neon, if you've got the opportunity, you're more than welcome tonight or tomorrow to try and science that. As cheesy as that sounds. I gotta close that up now. It's funny that you got a hello there at that point. Okay, so this one looks nice and separate. So I'm just gonna take this one down. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's totally cool. If you've got things to do and places to be, and if I say thank you, by the way, just to anyone who may be lurking, I don't intend to call out lurkers, but if one did choose to lurk and then just drop by and put in points or something, I will do my best to simply say generic thank you. And if you don't really want to talk beyond that, that's perfectly up to you. I do recognize the risk in calling out lurkers when there's things like that, in the same way that there's risk in calling out lurkers when they simply want to type join or type play to be part of one of the mini games. I do get that. So yeah. And for those of you that lurk a lot regularly, if you really don't want to be called out or anything, if you put something like a contribution back to back with a lurk command, the system will probably say hello to you, but that's as far as it'll get. I will know not to say hello to you further. I've tried to put an exception in for lurk, and it isn't functioning correctly, so I still need to try that one more time. Sort of if the first thing typed says lurk, then do not do the function for the hello thing. Anyway, so we are, I'm just going to stand under this because this one is despawning and see if I get any more saplings. But we are at the top of the hour, so it's time for us to head on out. And let's see what we can find for someone interesting to raid today. Live, who do we have? Tuesdays are kind of an odd one because we don't always... Tuesdays and Wednesdays actually are just challenging during the day to find someone. Let's see, who do we have today? Shift refresh. Who's live? We have a top 2 suggestions for everybody, and I would like to hear feedback on who you prefer to watch, because I know we've rated both these people before. Would you guys rather go to Gutty, who's doing a day 1500 building planets in hardcore Minecraft, or would you rather go to Chazzy Mac, who is doing his World of Mactros, which is the Minecraft with a D&D twist? So no preferences on that, but I'm kind of curious to know, of the two, do you guys have a favorite? Chazzy? Okay. No problem. I know Gutty isn't to everybody's taste. He's a bit of a smaller streamer, which is why I have been rating him, but sometimes the stuff he does just is about as exciting as mine and or less. So I'm okay with that. Yeah. Okay, that's 2 for Chazzy, so that's where we're headed. So let's just freeze this one. Hope I don't die in the meantime. That's fine. There we go. And we are going to head ourselves out to Chazzy. I'll start the stream and then we'll say our good thank yous.
Mischief managed.
Right. So thank you very much to the new follow. Sorry, apologies for missing that one. And thank you once again to Fantastic Sherlock Fox and to Neon Traveler, Tis for Truth, and Creef for dropping in today. Thank you very much, Kardik, for that follow. Also, thank you very much for the cheers. Not the cheers, sorry. The points redeems, the clues redeems that you guys gave. Keeps us all on our toes and keeps us moving. So thanks to everybody. I will, hopefully, the plan is to be back this evening. So this one comes up in Mountain Time. but my next stream will be approximately 7 p.m. Eastern for those of you that need the conversion. And not confirmed yet that that's going to happen, but that's the plan unless otherwise I find out. So have yourselves a fantastic day. Say hi to Chazzy for me. I will probably drop in very briefly before I have to head out. So have yourselves a great day, and bye-bye for now.
Transfer complete.